So you don't need to be constantly doing things when you understand this. And sometimes when you do things, it hinders your manifestation or makes you feel like it will hinder it or stall it or stop it altogether. All right, guys, let's do a laws lesson from inside the Subconscious Laws Squad, all about inspired action. Now, I know many of you get confused about what this actually means and what it means for you, whether you take action or not in your 3D reality. So let's look at the question. How to differ inspired action from acting in a wrong state, but thinking you are in the right one. I know we can act in the 3D as long as we are in the knowing and own the state, but I'm not always sure if it's inspired action. So I'd rather just do nothing instead of messing it up. But this sometimes feels so passive also towards my surroundings. So this can feel very passive, guys, when you're understanding this, when you're understanding conscious manifestation, because you're manifesting all the time. Now you're going to do it consciously. When you're doing it consciously on purpose, it can seem really like you're doing absolutely fuck all the time. And you think, this isn't normal, right? But you've got to imagine the end you want and just assume it's going to happen. Now, when you then take any kind of action in 3D, as you do, because you go about your day, you do things, you interact with people, you go about your job, you interact, as Neville would say, with Caesar. You have to pay Caesar, meaning you have to do your job and make money, etc. The things that you do, if they feel like they're towards your manifestation, if you feel like you're doing them on purpose in order to move your manifestation along, to make it happen, a lot of the time, most of you will find that you're doing it because you don't believe it's going to actually manifest by itself. Those of you who take the action and feel inspired by it, and it is true inspired action, won't even really know you're even doing it while you're doing it. You'll just take the action and then afterwards you'll be like, oh, that's why I did that. That's true inspired action. However, you can take action and tell yourself it's working. Tell yourself that this action is leading towards your manifestation. Or if you do take an action and it seems like it's messed something up, you tell yourself that it hasn't messed it up and you're still going to get your manifestation, right? So that's slightly different than inspired action. That's like, I've done something, but I wasn't really in the right state when I did it. So let's go backwards. That's the way to do it. But what is inspired action in the first place, and what does the state even mean? So imagine you've never heard this stuff before and you're learning from me. The state is the place you most often return to, your mental state, your health state, the state of the nation, the state, all the combinations of all the thinking that have formed the you are right now and the state you're in. And that state dictates what happens out here. Not every individual little thought, but the state out here as a whole, right? So when you create a state that feels like, I need to do nothing to make it manifest, that's what people call the God state or the knowing state, as this person said. And that is the best state to be in to manifest consciously, because you feel like you don't need to do anything because you've realized you're God and you create everything. So you just have to sit back and allow it to unfold in front of you in the 3D reality because you're doing it in your mind instead. So what reflects out here has come from in here, and you are aware only of the good reality in here, and it will reflect out. Therefore, when you're really in that state, you often don't feel the need to take action. Or if you do take action, it's like it's leading towards your manifestation, and it feels like the word that people say, inspired. Like you've had inspiration, it's like, ding, I'm going to do this thing. You don't know why, you're just doing it. That's what people say feels like real, true, inspired action, okay? A lot of the time when I've had really true inspired action, it's only been known to me as inspired action after I've done it. So, that's why I did that. That's why this happened, right? So that's what Neville talks about inspired action. You often don't know it's inspired until after the event, after you've done it. Now, why does Neville Goddard talk about inspired action as opposed to just action? Because most of you, the majority of you who are watching this, if you're really honest with yourself, take a lot of action thinking you need to do that. And I have made that mistake a million times. I still make that mistake sometimes. I did it this week. I took some action that I thought was necessary. I pushed and pushed for this action, and then it backfired in my face, and I was like, oh, you idiot. And while I was talking about it, the other person was like, this is not a good idea. And I was like, no, it's fine. Then when it happened, I already had the idea that it was a bad idea, or this person would get upset, and then they got upset. And I was like, well, I manifested that because I had the thinking about it, and then it manifested in the way that they were describing to me and that I thought it would happen, and then it happened that way. So all I need to do now is revise it in my mind as if it hasn't happened, or imagine that person isn't annoyed, right? But either way, actually taking the action that I took was completely unnecessary and I didn't need to do it. And in essence, it actually didn't help my manifestation, it hindered it. Because I thought I needed to do something to move it along instead of just going within my mind and changing what was happening instead, or imagining the outcome I wanted instead, or imagining whatever they were doing would work without me being present, taking action. But I didn't. And I took action. And therefore, because I took action and I had a feeling, wasn't a feeling, it was an assumption that the action I took would upset this person, or the other person would be a certain way in the scenario, then they were that certain way, then I reacted in a certain way, then this person got upset exactly how I imagined, exactly how they said it was going to be. They were actually the one who said it was going to be like that. And then I kept that image in my mind and I believed that and I assumed that to be true, and then it happened and now I'm surprised. So what do I do in that scenario? Well, I revise it, or I imagine it doesn't matter. Or I imagine that person's not upset with me, or I imagine it leads towards the manifestation that I want. You understand? So you don't need to be constantly doing things when you understand this. And sometimes when you do things, it hinders your manifestation or makes you feel like it will hinder it or stall it or stop it altogether. Are you guys understanding this? Loz, I manifested a brand new Jeep with bad credit. Your car story helped me. Oh, wonderful, darling. Well, I didn't do much to get my new car, and I had bad credit, and I still got my brand new car. Woohoo! Wonderful. If anyone hasn't heard my car story, I've told it a million times. I imagine driving my old shitty car as if it was my new car with aircon and power steering and locked doors and radio, all the things that my car at the time didn't have. I was boiling hot and no power steering and the windows didn't work and the door didn't lock. No music. And I drove that old car like a new car. And I was imagining a second-hand new car, but actually I ended up getting a brand new car. Exactly the car I imagined. And weirdly today, I found a manifestation journal, an old one of mine, that I put somewhere downstairs. Normally they're up near my bed. And I just opened it up, and the thing I was manifesting that I wrote 3 months ago has just manifested. And I'd written it 3 months ago exactly. And I was like, and there's just one paragraph at the end that hasn't happened yet. But I'm like, oh. That worked out perfectly. I forgot I'd even written it down. So guys, that's the kind of action you could be taking. Scripting, right? Taking the action in your mind of a visualization, visualizing the scene that you want to manifest, or writing down what you want to manifest instead of going out there and doing something. However, if you feel the need to do it, just make sure that when you do it, you don't freak out or beat yourself up for doing it or say it's not going to lead to the manifestation or tell yourself you did something wrong or wonder where is it when you've done it, whatever. Be satisfied with whatever action you took. Don't freak out about it. Don't fret about it. Don't worry about it after you take it. And before you take it, imagine everything you're doing is going to be the right thing to do. We'll have the right outcome. We'll go the right way. Are you guys getting this? It sometimes puts me back in lack when people say they can't manifest in a week or two. It annoys me. Well, maybe they can't manifest in a week or two, darling. So then you freak out because you think that means you can't either. A lot of people can't manifest in a week or two consciously. A lot of people take forever because they're doing this wrong. What do you mean? You're obviously still doing it wrong. What do you mean? If that's freaking you out, if anything like that would freak you out, I ask you why. That's about you and your assumptions about you and your assumptions about it not working and your assumptions about you not being able to manifest. So stop having those assumptions. I started following my SP. Any advice to make him follow me back? Who cares? Like, literally, who cares? You care. So because you care so much about this little small thing like following, do you want me to honestly tell you how to manifest that, do you? Would you rather just be in a relationship? Why don't you manifest that? Why don't you go to the end? You're doing the middle. I'm not going to teach you how to do that. That's ridiculous. What's it going to do? He's followed you. Hooray. But he's fucking someone else. He's followed you, but he's gone and married someone else. Guys, please stop worrying about small shit. Go to the end. But if you really want them to follow you, imagine them following you. Imagine opening your phone and they followed you. Yay. Doesn't mean you'll end up with a relationship. Doesn't mean they like you. Doesn't mean shit. But do it if you want. Yes, my hair. I just got my hair done. Thank you. Go big or go home. Guys, this is about going big. My partner doesn't follow me on Twitter. Who cares? Guys, look. If that's really your biggest concern, you know the amount of people I know who are partners who don't follow each other on whatever. I went to the third stage of an interview and got unsuccessful. I haven't spiraled, but any advice? Well, imagine you work there if you really want to work there. Imagine the place you would sit, what you'd be doing, if you've seen it. Imagine telling me you got the job. Yes, I agree, Loz. Thanks. Okay, good. Can you accidentally manifest people's deaths with anxious, intrusive thoughts? Is that a real question? Really? I started following... Oh, I saw that one. Is no contact the best thing after a breakup? Absolutely fucking not, darling. I'm not a dating channel. You've got the wrong fucking live. What do you mean? This is a manifestation channel. I can tell you how to get them back. I can tell you how to not get broken up with, but apparently you just want to do action. Go no contact then. Fuck this up completely and get back to me when they're not talking to you anymore. Can you accidentally manifest people? Oh, I saw that one. Stop asking that stupid question. Guys, that's a stupid question. Just think about what you're saying. SP unfollowed me, but he is only reflecting my abandonment was. All right, so stop having them. Guys, who cares if they've unfollowed you? Decide it was a slip of the finger. Decide they're doing it to get your attention because they love you so much. Decide the good meaning. But you're all deciding the bad meaning. You're reading into it as if it fucking means something terrible when it could mean something good. Have you ever been so bothered by what someone's doing on social media, you unfollow them because you seeing them with a third party bothers you so much you have to block them or unfollow them? I've done that. Give it good meaning, guys. New thoughts are, we are married in loving, committed marriage. Well, good, darling. Say that. Is that a question? SP and I are in contact, loving each other. SP is almost confirming what I want. Any suggestions? Is almost confirming what I want to what I want. You mean conforming? Guys, look, they're only reflecting you. So if they're almost conforming, you're almost getting this. You're almost thinking right. It's not their fault. Think better. Think better about them. I've been manifesting my future SP and all these amazing signs are showing up. Wonderful, Jess. It means absolutely fucking nothing, but good on you. Give it the good meaning. Signs follow, they do not proceed. So tell yourself that they've followed you manifesting this. My SP split with me yesterday. What's the best way to manifest him back? Imagine in your mind now, you back together. And before you do that, figure out what you were thinking that caused you to break up. So what were you thinking that caused them to break up with you? What were you thinking? Something like, they're going to break up with me, or I've upset them, or they can't do this anymore, or they don't love me as much as I love them. What were you thinking? Change that in your mind. Imagine you didn't think that. Think the different thing now. They love me, they love me, they love me, or they can't live without me, or I don't upset them, I've never upset them, they never get upset with me. And imagine yourself back together. I'm great, darling. For all those questions, guys, listen to Loz. Would you worry if you know you were God? Exactly, guys. Exactly. Guys, all the worry in here and all the questions are all about you freaking out about the 3D. If you truly get this, and I know, guys, the 3D can be harsh sometimes and things can happen. It can upset you. But I want you to just go back in your mind and think, what was I thinking that caused this? Like, honestly, what was I thinking? And you'll realize it and you'll go, oh, I've got to thought things never work out for me, or I upset people, or they want to break up, or we can't do this anymore, or they can't do this anymore, or whatever. I'm too much, or I'm not good enough, or they want someone else, or whatever it was. And change that thinking, because that's what caused the situation. And then you'll realize you're God of your reality. When you change it, then the new situation occurs and manifests, and you'll be like, oh my God, I did that. That was me. Okay? It's always about you and never about the circumstances. Yes. So I'm not worried. Good, Jess. I just made my cousin, sister, and mum start watching you, Loz. Oh, did you, darling? Thank you. I always manage to manifest them back with your techniques, Loz, but end up acting like a triggered bitch. Well, guys, look. I know it's old habits die hard, but, have some self-control. A lot of you are fucking up in your mind, but some of you are still acting like a triggered bitch in 3D. Go and get my Don't Be a Triggered Bitch course. Okay, I'll put it here on YouTube when it's on YouTube. Because some of you just can't help yourselves. Now, if you want to learn all about your triggers, I am putting trackers inside my squad each month from February onwards that go together with the course we've just started, which is New Me, New Them, creating a new you to create a new them inside my subconscious Loz squad. Now, the month of February, we're going to be dropping the specific person tracker. So you're going to be assessing your triggers and what triggers you about your specific person and writing them down and keeping a track every single day of the week for the whole month to make sure you get your mind right to stop your triggers, and whatever's triggering you about your specific person will be gone by the end of that month. So come and join us in the squad, guys. It's a year-long course, but you can come and join just for the trackers if you really want to. But I highly recommend you come in and do the course as we do it. And there's also something very exciting also coming in February, which we'll be announcing on Monday. Hooray! Oh no, we've already announced it. We have announced that we're also doing in the month of February, because it's the month of love, the month of love. So that's going to be our challenge in the squad. Daily post challenging you to create the month of love and manifest your SP by Valentine's even. This month, coming up in the Subconscious Loz squad for the month of February, we're doing that and the tracker as part of New Me, New Them. There's a lot going on in the squad this February. So make sure this is the month you join. All right, guys, come and join the Subconscious Loz squad. I'll put it here on YouTube. Okay? What's this? A coach said I should work on self-concept because SP gave me only crumbles. You mean crumbs? Tasnim, your self-concept is causing them to give you crumbs. Your self-concept of thinking you're not good enough and not prioritized and not the person they want is causing them to give you crumbs. That's your self-concept. I was manifesting kids with SP, but now I'm pregnant with this kid and he doesn't love me and wants to, well, Stara, darling, if that's what he wants, you've had a thought that he doesn't want you anymore and doesn't want this anymore. And then they're thinking that. So stop thinking that. Stop thinking that. See your little family, see yourselves together, see your belly. Imagine the baby. Imagine him holding the baby. Imagine your happy little family. Imagine them holding your hand and he's holding the baby and you're holding your hand on the couch together or lying in bed together with your baby in between you. Right? Have visual scenes that imply that it's all worked out together. Loving your hair today, Loz. Oh, thank you. I had a hairdressing appointment. But if someone said I didn't show SP anything or anything, so that's why he went with third party, but I'm assuming that's I do things wrong reflecting it. Yes, guys. Doesn't matter what you do in the 3D, it's what you're imagining that matters. You could do something and imagine it's going to upset them and then it will upset them and they'll leave you for someone else. And that was you thinking it, not what you did. It's what you're thinking about what you did, not what you did. Hi, Loz. Haven't seen you in ages. Hope you're well. Oh, hi, Demarian. How are you doing? Watched you for 3 years and only late last year things started to click, less spiral and panic. Good, guys. Sometimes it does take a while for this to click. Don't beat yourself up if that happens. Oh, thank you, guys, for the compliments about my hair. What's the best way to manifest contact from someone who you only met once who ghosted last year? Well, imagine talking to them all the time. Imagine the sound of their voice. Imagine texting all the time. Imagine being with them. Go right to the end rather than contact. I do have a manifest contact journal. It's not very expensive, guys. It's $27. You can go get it on my website. I'll put it here on YouTube. And that is a really good way to manifest contact. Feel so upset. In the beginning, me and SP were good. And now he said he just wants to be mates because you thought he did. You thought he didn't want this anymore. You were thinking thoughts that caused this. What were the thoughts? Change them. Guys, when shit like this happens, you've got to go back in your mind and imagine what you were thinking that caused this. You'll see it and you'll go, oh, I was thinking that. Now imagine He doesn't want to be friends. He loves me so much. He loves me more than I love him. He can't imagine his life without me. Right? I don't even follow SP for my own sanity. Good guys, if you don't want to, don't. I'm going to go, hi, Crystal. What's this? What are you saying, Ollie? What's Ollie saying? It's full on. What are we talking about, guys? I missed it. Okay. How did you learn this? Story time. I speak Spanish. Excuse my grammar. Oh, guys, I've got so many stories on my YouTube about how I got into the law of assumption or how I started listening to Neville. Go and watch them all. There's a lot. Hi, guys. All right. Is everyone getting this? Is everyone understanding when you try and manifest something and then do something about it in 3D? If you don't understand what I'm talking about inspired action and whether it's inspired or not, go back and watch this on my YouTube, Subconscious Laws. And I will see you soon, guys, inside the Subconscious Laws Squad, where we are starting the month of love on February 5th. And we also are dropping the tracker for New Me, New Them, all about triggers with your specific person. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.